Hey guys, welcome back to another Hazbin Hotel video. I'm Dazzling Kate for those who are new. For those who are new here, sorry about that. I don't really do a lot of editing, so this is going to be a change in the future. But anyways, welcome for those who are new here and welcome back for those who are old here. So we're going into another theory video. Well, actually, this is probably the first of its kind in a while. I don't know when the last time I've done a theory video to begin with, but here we are talking about Hazbin's Hotel. So this is just after watching the recent new episodes and season 1 being wrapped up. So this is the number one question I'm sure a lot of people are having. And that is the order of heaven and hell in this series. It's a little confusifying to me due to a few slight things that I want to get answers on because okay, so they've done the extermination dozens of times and you've gotten there's plenty of people who've gotten to heaven and heaven only knows when a soul arrives, not of where they've come from. So could it mean that a lot of people who were in hell managed to get to heaven after they were killed? Or is there a specific criteria that needs to be met when doing that? Like, we gotta really think about this. But considering the situation at hand, and of course the title here is So Did They Switch? And what I'm about to talk about is Alex Brightman's characters, Sir Pestious and Adam. So we have two different characters, one from heaven, one from hell. Obviously, spoiler alert, so please, guys, if you've not watched the finale, please go watch it right now. I don't want to be blamed for, oh, why didn't you warn me? Yes, this is a spoiler alert. Please go watch the freaking finale. Go watch it and take a moment to absorb it and come back here, okay? Okay, do that right now, okay? Okay, anyways. So, we have Adam, who is from heaven, and Sir Pestius, who is from hell. And at the end of the final episode, after his death, Sir Pestius is now in heaven. But my question is, why was he immediately in the meeting room with, Emily and Sarah? That's a very confusing, you know, element. Usually you're at the gate and you meet, with what's his face? I can't remember his name. I don't even think they introduced him. But anyways, so Sir Pestius is now in heaven and proves that, a soul can be redeemed and go to heaven. And it brings me one question of why was he immediately placed into that room to begin with? And since Adam died and, Luke told Lilith that he died, and I'm thinking, did Adam go to hell? Is he now in hell and living with the consequences of his actions? Because it doesn't really add much, to the table. And how many, does this just, go repeatedly? Because, of course, Sir Pestius is already dead in hell, and, he gets killed again by Adam and is now in heaven because of redeeming himself. But then again, we also only saw Adam touch the vehicle, and with the speck of his touch, it just vanished. So, does that mean, does it mean that Sir Pestius had something else happen to him? Because I don't know, maybe it's just me, but having it just flick out of non existence, it's very strange. But that does raise the question, is Adam now in hell, living with the consequences? Did they basically switch through some other means? But I do think it actually makes sense that Sir Pestius is in heaven now due to his nature before he even was brought into Hazbin Hotel and during his time there. Of course, like, he's kind of a goofball. He'll do what you say if you point at it, and he most likely probably became the biggest bad boy in order to impress Cherry Bomb. There's a lot of elements there that I just think intrigues the entirety of the situation, and especially in his nature of treating his egg boys. It's not just like, big slaves. Like, you know, I mean, yeah, they clean his room and all these other things, but he really does care for them. So, but it's just like, with that combination, if he was doing that before Hazbin Hotel, and obviously afterwards when he was taught by Charlie and many of the staff members of how to behave, of course he was going to be the first to be redeemed. But I'm just like confused about one thing that just didn't really make sense. Like the criteria, he's already a good person to some extent. He's just an idiot on a lovable idiot. A lovable idiot, guys. All he needed was some guidance, obviously. And then you have Adam, who obviously being the first of mankind to step on Earth and being a total dickhead. My question is, does he now reside in hell? Is there going to be some kind of like trying to keep the balance here? Of course, they've already dealt with the angels who are now like, like, are they probably in hell too? There's so much going on in this situation. I'm not really too sure, because if if they're already dead too, I mean, yeah, most likely they're already dead. Does that mean they're now in hell, or do they go back to heaven? Like, it's the circumstances, guys. So are they now in hell? Like, I think they might be. That might make a more logical sense in a way moment for season 2. Not for Adam to basically be the main villain again. I would say they wouldn't just like walk away from the use of Adam that much. Like, obviously you gotta fit in the V somewhere for season 2. But I'm theorizing Adam might come back in the finale of season 2. That's my best guess. Because I feel like this is, if you're gonna have Sir Pentious now in heaven, Adam obviously needs to be in hell. That's the only way it makes sense to me. Because if they just say, well, he's dead now, like, there's gotta be different circumstances. Like, because if they're both, if they've both been humans, if they've both had something, they got the same slate, but they make good choices, they make bad choices, and most likely it's just like, well, obviously, shouldn't Adam be in hell? That would make more sense than just saying, well, he's dead. And I can kind of see him returning in a season 2 finale in a, kind of like a few second clip of him arriving at the hotel or something, or like being in an alley or someplace in like the Hells community and kind of trying to adjust. I have no clue. But I think it would be interesting for that to be another twist, because granted he is a dickhead, and like he and obviously is the voice actor Alex Brightman has a soft spot for me. Like, I have a soft spot for him. Gosh, guys, I am not able to talk today. I am very much screwing up everything I say. But I do think they switched, and I do think that with, a soul can be damned even in heaven. Like, they with, Adam's track record, it would make sense that he just, goes straight to hell. But then again, Lucifer would probably find that out and go after him and kill him. I don't know. It's just like, either he's dead for good, but that wouldn't make much sense to me, because, Sir Pentious was killed. Then he goes to heaven. Wouldn't it make sense for Adam to also, after he was killed, be sent to hell? And of course, I don't think Adam would immediately go straight to Hazbin Hotel because one, that's the first, that's obviously what everyone would hope. I mean, not in the show, but like, some audience members would hope for a quick encounter again. But that would be like, well, he was already the villain of season 1. Why not bring him back for like, after season 2 to kind of like poke fun that not every soul can be redeemed. Like, well, at least Adam in that situation. And him learning from that. Like, I'm not saying, like, he needs redemption hell. Like, I don't know. Yeah, his musical numbers are kind of my favorite from the show, but it's also, like, I'm not, like, obviously saying, like, he should be redeemed. I'm just obviously saying it could be funny for him to try and make himself the exception to go back to heaven, but it's just, like, there's just a lot of things here that I'm just very surprised about. Again, I'm just like overthinking about all this stuff, and I do like making videos talking about these different situations, but obviously I do think he might still be in hell in a different form, revealing his true colors, and I kind of like the aspect that he is getting his just desserts. That would be kind of interesting. But anyways, guys, if you've managed to get this far, that's awesome. I hope you have it, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, and if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. Stay safe, stay cool, and most importantly, guys, stay hydrated. This is Dazzling Kate, signing the hell out of here.